Good morning. Let me drink my Armenian coffee. And today I'm going to talk about Mousa Lehr or Svetya. On the northeast side of the Mediterranean Sea, opposite the island of Cyprus and about 15 miles west of the ancient city of Antioch, were 7 Armenian settlements of varying sizes. On the eastern slopes of the Mousa Lehr mountains, these villages run from northerly to a southerly direction. The last one reached the shores of the sea. Almost all of the inhabitants possessed sufficient land and with hard work managed to make a living from the soil, providing enough water was found in the area. The climate being Mediterranean type, the rain came only during the winter months, and most of the vegetables grown needed irrigation. The headman of each village would decide the time of the day and the length of time each villager was entitled to the use of the water supply. It is the amazing fact that all the villagers were Armenians and spoke identical dialects, being mostly Armenian words, although some Turkish and Arabic words would be detected. In several cases, the words were slightly corrupted in pronunciation. The climate greatly favored the cultivation of Mediterranean fruits such as figs, grapes, apricots, peaches, pomegranates, wheat, barley, and millet were the main crops. The olive trees also grew very successfully, especially in the lower areas. In the 2 southerly villages, oranges were the major products. Almost every village could grow the mulberry trees, the leaves of which were used for the raising of the silkworms. The 7 villages are Bitlis, Haji, Habeli, Yoğunluk, Khıdırbek, Vakıf. So, Vakıf, in 1915, Turkish regular and artillery attacked for 53 days. An event inspired the French welfare to write the novel The 40 Days of Mousa Lehr. One of the leaders of the revolt was Mousa Lehr, French warship of the 3rd Squadron in the Mediterranean under the command of Vice Admiral Louis Dardel du Fourmont, cited the survivors just as the ammunition and food provision were running out. So Mousa Lehr, Jebel Mousa, meaning Moses mountain, is in the Halil province. Currently, there are approximately 100 families living in the area around Mousa Lehr, mostly in the village of Vakıf. A small church is used by the local people. And the survivors of Mousa Lehr in 1939, they came to the Sancak region, which includes Mousa Lehr. 7 villages were obliged to abandon their ancestral land since the French were handing the region to the Turks. They were established under tents in the Bekaa Valley on the Lebanese-Syrian border. They were settled on a desert-like land called Anjar, which in Arabic means a spring, that was purchased by the efforts of the French from Rushdie Beg. The first couple of years caused excessive loss of lives due to the catastrophic environmental conditions. Malaria took the lives of hundreds, making life in Anjar a real struggle. Despite all the sufferings, the people of Mousa Lehr were determined to struggle and survive, just as they had done during the 40 days heroic battle on Mousa Lehr that gave birth to the creation of the world-famous novel, The 40 Days of Mousa Lehr. The 10th school and 10th church reflected this people's belief and civilized lifestyle. Part of the people was temporarily accommodated among the neighboring villages of Majdal, Kabal Elias, Rayak, and Zahle, till the completion of the necessary housing constructions. The eagle-shaped village was soon under construction, being the first village in the Bekaa that was constructed according to a redesigned architecture. The construction works started with the building of the French houses with a small toilet next to each. Anjar was divided into 6 villages, namely Vakıf, Hıdırbek, Hacı, Hababi, Kabusiye, Yorgunluk, and Bitlis. Famous Anjartis were Mousa Lehr were Reverend Dikran Andreasyan, Yesai Yakubyan, Yesai Abrahamyan, Nerses Kazancan, Moses Derkalusyan, member of Parliament, Zakar Keşişyan, the chairperson of the Hamaskayin Central, Yetvart Boyacyan, Bogos Snabyan, both of them are writers, Colonel Panos Manjikyan, Antranik Urfalyan, politician, Sarkis Zetyan, politician, Moses Antablyan, teacher and principal. So, Anjar, today Anjar is so beautiful with new buildings, and Anjartis are very proud of their city, Anjar, and always they like to go back to their roots, to Anjar, and in every year in September they commemorate the Anjar Day. They make herisa, and it is really nice that they keep their tradition. And during the resistance, their motto was to resist, not to retreat, stay in their land. So thank you so much. Although they are not in their lands, although 100 families are still living in Vakıf, and you know what, Anjartis are still living in Anjar and keeping their traditions. Getse Anjar and Getse Mousa Lehr, and thank you so much. Okay, bye bye.